Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
And you?
And you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you very much, Miguel and Carmen. Okay. In our last class, we spoke about the infinitive and the verb infinitive. I'm going to say the word, the verb with the particle to in English, the infinitive, and please, you will tell me what it means in Spanish, all right?
Yes.
Okay. To ask.
Preguntar.
Very good.
To ask.
To ask. Okay. To read.
Leer. To read.
Very good. Last one. To see.
Ver.
All right. So it's very easy. It's just the verb with the particle to before it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the inflections. Here, Kathy is asking, what are the inflections? Okay. What are the inflections in Spanish, Carmen?
Inflection in Spanish.
Flexiones.
Modificaciones.
Very good.
Okay. En la forma del verbo. Okay.
Okay. Very good. Are modifications to the endings of the verbs. Okay.
Modification. Okay.
Okay. Are changes we do to the ending of the verbs. All right.
All right.
Okay. So we have, for example, when we talk about the present, we need to add an S at the end of the verb when we are talking in the third person singular. Okay?
Okay.
In the first example, Miguel, can you read the first example where it says Cindy?
Cindy plays the guitar.
Very good.
Cindy toca la guitarra.
Very good. Here we can see an S because it's the third person singular, she. Carmen, could you please read number 2?
Number 2, George sings in the shower.
Very good.
Jorge canta en la ducha.
Very good.
Yes, ese, okay.
Because it's he, okay?
Because is him, is person 3, okay.
Third person singular.
Person singular.
Okay. Number 3, Miguel?
They walked 3, I don't know how to pronounce, 5 kilometers.
Very good.
To the nearest city.
And here we have the ending ed, okay? Added. Number 4, Carmen?
Okay, 4, that has cooked a meal for my brother and me. Papá ha cocinado comida para mí, hermano y para mí.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, we can see an ed ending added to the main verb. Okay. Number 5, Miguel.
I am listening to the teacher. Teacher. Estoy escuchando a la maestra o maestro.
And here we have another ending. This is a different one. The one that is known as ing.
ing.
Okay? It's added to the verb listened.
Listen. Okay.
And the last one, number 6, Carmen, could you please read it?
Okay, 6. He was writing the concept. Writing. Él estaba escribiendo el concepto.
Okay.
In termination, ing. Agregada verb write.
The ending ing.
Ending.
Okay.
Ing.
Very good. So let's continue with auxiliary verbs. Okay.
Auxiliary verbs.
Yes. These ones are very, very important because we need to observe the next sentences, okay? Number 1, Dad has cooked a meal for my brother and me, okay? I am listening to the teacher. He was writing the concept. Please, take a look and find that the previous sentences have 2 verbs. One is the main verb and another one is the auxiliary verb. Which ones you think are the main verbs and which ones you think are the auxiliary verbs, okay? Ready? Once you're ready, you can tell me, raise your hand if you have your cam on, or I don't know, make a sound if you don't have a camera. Once you feel ready. Okay, let's start with the first one. Who can tell me which one is the main verb and which one is the auxiliary verb?
Has
You.
that has cooked.
I'm gonna help you. The main verb is the one that tells us what the action
What's he
about,
doing?
okay?
Mhm.
So in the first one, the main action is
Cook.
exactly, Miguel, cook.
The auxiliary is has.
Very good. And the auxiliary is has.
As
Okay?
auxiliaries has verb cooked.
Very good. Very good. In the second one, the main activity is to listen, okay? Es escuchar.
Listen.
So the main verb is the one that gets the inflection. El verbo principal es el que toma la flexión, ¿ok? Es el que se va a modificar. Los
Okay.
auxiliary verbs siempre van a ser has, o had, o have, ¿ok? Ahorita los vamos a ver con más detalle.
Okay.
The auxiliary también va a ser el verbo to be, I am, you are, he is, ok, siempre va a ser el verbo to be y el to be del pasado.
Okay, he has. Okay.
Que sería was. I
Was. Okay. Person, third person. Okay.
All right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, the previous sentences have the endings ed and ing, and these inflections generate the past participle and the present participle, which are el participio in Spanish y el gerundio in our language, okay? From of the verbs cook, listen, and write. But I'm sure you noted, you look at something more, or you did notice something more, which, yes, you did. Every single sentence has 2 verbs. Has plus cooked, or cooking,
Cooked.
and
Okay.
plus listening, and was
Listen.
plus writing, okay?
And was. Okay. Has, must, cook. Okay.
These other verbs, has, is, and was, are known in English as auxiliary verbs, or verbs that help. This means helping verbs. This is because these verbs help the verbs cook, listen, and write, which are known as main verbs or lexical verbs to express time and aspect in the sentence. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so auxiliary verbs is the same as helping verbs because they help the main verb, okay?
Okay.
The biggest difference between the auxiliary verbs and the main verbs is that the auxiliaries never go alone. They never work alone in a sentence. This means that we cannot remove the main verb of a sentence, leaving only the auxiliary. Okay? So the main verbs are very important, and auxiliary verbs cannot go alone in a sentence. Okay. There are modal verbs in which we can change the modal verbs and the sentence does make sense, but only in the case of modal verbs. For example, I would like some tea. Okay, I like some tea. But in the majority of the cases, auxiliaries doesn't work alone. Main verbs have the inflection, and main verbs are the ones that give sense to the sentence, okay? And we have different types of auxiliary verbs. We have the passive be, which is used to make the passive. For example, the perfume was produced in Mexico, which is the past passive form. Okay.
Past passive. Was past passive. Okay.
Yes.
Was produced. Okay.
And the present passive form is the perfume is produced in Mexico. Okay.
Is produced in Mexico.
Any question here? ¿Alguna pregunta?
Oh, teacher.
No?
Everything okay.
All right. Okay. The progressive. The progressive expresses an action that it's in progress, okay? Or that was in progress. This is very, this one is like very common because we also use it a lot in Spanish. Carla was chatting with her friend from Spain, okay? And the present, how is the present? Carmen, could you please read the present?
Present. She
is chatting
with her friend from Spain.
Okay, very good. In past, we use was. In present, we use is. Okay, that's the only difference.
Present. Okay.
Okay, the perfective have. Have is an excellent auxiliary, okay? Because it is always used in the perfective tenses, okay? In the present perfect and in the past perfect, okay?
Perfect.
So here we have an example of an action that happened in the past, but it does have an it is very important now, okay? It started in the past or happened in the past, but it's important now. For example, he has played chess. He has played chess, okay? It's not the same as he played chess, okay?
Okay.
Why is not the same? Because in the first sentence, we are giving a lot of importance, and it's very relevant that he has played chess, that he knows the game, and that it's very important. It means he has experience in the game, all right? But if we only say he played chess, we are not giving emphasis in the fact that he knows how to play or if he is good at it. Okay? All right. Number 4. Oh, I'm sorry. The progressive auxiliary and the perfective auxiliary conform the aspect which we are going to study with more detail later. Okay, we are going to study about it later. Modals. The modals express permission, ability, an obligation, or production.